Behind an unmarked door in Midtown Manhattan, the lights stay low and the air stays cool. Steel drawers glide open to show diamonds that once brushed a queen's color, emeralds that glowed under the 1939 World Fair spotlights, and a yellow diamond so big it kept geologists bickering for decades. This isn't a movie set, it's the Tiffany vault, and the price tag on what's inside? A casual few billion.
Tonight, we slip past the guards, drop our phones in a tray, and listen to the stories these stones have been whispering for almost 2 centuries. 128 carats of sunlight, trapped in a gem the size of a walnut, sits in a glass cube no fortune on earth can crack open right now. Slice it up, and you could bankroll a small nation. Instead, it stays whole. Stick around, and you'll learn why Tiffany will never sell it, how it nearly landed in the pockets of Russian royals, and the split second Audrey Hepburn made it the most famous diamond on the planet. Charles Louis Tiffany was 25 when he opened a stationery and fancy goods shop in 1837. New York had dirt streets, gas lamps, and a knockoff problem. Tiffany's fix: tag everything with a clear price and refuse to haggle. Shoppers thought the honesty was scandalous. By the 1840s, he was scooping up European crown jewels for melt value and resetting them in sleek, modern designs. Then came a telegram from South Africa. Miner pulls a heavy yellow rock from the ground. Tiffany's buyer sails over with a satchel of cash, negotiates for 3 days, and heads home with a 287-carat rough that becomes the Tiffany diamond. Charles never sells it. He puts it on display like a pair of trophy antlers so customers get the message. This place doesn't chase wealth. It defines it. The stone that refused to leave. Cutting that beast took a year. Parisian cutter George Kunz, 23, insomnia in human form, polished 90 facets instead of the usual 58 and turned the rock into a cushion-shaped lantern of light. Result: 128.54 carats, flawless inside. It debuted at the 1900 Paris Exposition next to Edison's new light bulb. Visitors swore the diamond outshone the lamp. In 1953, Tiffany reset it for Audrey Hepburn's Breakfast at Tiffany's photo call. In 2019, Lady Gaga wore it to the Oscars. Beyoncé followed in 2022. Policy never budges. No sale, no loan over 48 hours, no exceptions. The company treats the gem as priceless ad space. Analysts say a single outing earns $1 billion in global press. No regular insurance policy, just a vault door and a lot of nerve. The World's Fair gamble. Flashback to 1939. America needed a pick-me-up, so New York threw the World of Tomorrow in Queens. Tiffany's design team asked, "What will space-age jewelry look like?" Their answer: a platinum collar curved like the new Chrysler Airflow, paved with diamonds that sparkled like tail fins. The necklace packed 429 American-mined diamonds, totaling 178 carats, and sold the night before opening to a Midwest heiress for $110,000, about $2.3 million now. Decades later, Tiffany's archivists found the faded sketch and rebuilt it bigger. Enter the Empire Diamond, an 80-carat oval the company quietly grew from a 300-carat Botswana rough. The new 1939 World's Fair necklace carries 578 diamonds, detaches into a bracelet and a ring, and is the largest D-flawless stone Tiffany has ever offered for sale. Estimates range from 15 to 30 million, but insiders say the real figure is irrelevant. The piece was built to sit in the vault and remind Europe that American design can flex with the crown jewels. When platinum met pearls. While diamonds grab headlines, the vault keeps whispers of quieter history. In 1850, American rivers still coughed up natural pearls, baroque, rosy, impossible to predict. Tiffany bought every strand found in the Mississippi Valley, strung them with platinum filigree, and billed them as the nation's gems. One necklace, made for Mary Lincoln, held 125 pearls, swelling from BB pellet to marble size. It resurfaced in 2014 at a Tennessee estate sale, still in the original velvet box. A collector paid $380,000 for what started as river rocks. Moral: Tiffany's gift is turning local material into global desire long before Made in America became a slogan. The silver that taught the world to eat in style. Open another drawer and you'll find silverware heavy enough to double as barter. In 1891, Tiffany released the Audubon pattern, inspired by bird prints. Each fork needed 22 hours to forge. Bowls were hand-hammered so sauce would cling. Gilded Age hostesses measured social rank by how many courses they could serve before the pattern repeated. A 200-piece Audubon service now fetches north of $500,000 at auction. The trick? Triple plating. Sterling core, a wash of pure silver, then a flash of rhodium, so it never needed polishing. Tiffany basically invented low-maintenance luxury while everyone else was busy buying yachts. The designers who refused to play safe. By the 1950s, Tiffany risked turning into your grandmother's brand. Enter Jean Schlumberger, a Parisian who doodled sea creatures on cafe napkins. Management gave him a workshop, unlimited stones, and 0 rules. Out popped the bird on a rock brooch, a sapphire-crusted seahorse, and a diamond belt Jackie Kennedy wore to state dinners. Schlumberger's pieces occupy their own velvet trays. Estimates start at $1 million per brooch. In the 1970s, Elsa Peretti arrived with a sculptural silver heart that slipped over a silk cord. She sold millions, but her wax prototypes, hand-carved, stay locked away, worth more than many finished jewels. Bottom line, Tiffany's billions rest not just on rocks, but on creative freedom baked into company policy. The trophy room. Jewelry's only half the legend. Since 1967, every Super Bowl champ hoists a sterling silver football made by Tiffany. Each trophy needs 72 hours of spinning, soldering, and polishing. Players lift 7 pounds of metal that began life in a Rhode Island mine. When the Lombardi Trophy is retired, the original mold returns to the vault, tagged with the final score. Similar molds exist for the NBA, MLB, and tennis. Collectively, these trophies form the most valuable sports hardware cabinet on Earth, insured for $150 million, shipped in unmarked trucks, guarded by ex-Secret Service. Lesson learned early: if you own victory, you own culture. If you're enjoying this walk through locked drawers, tap subscribe. I've saved the vault's strangest resident for last. Diamond ring mailed to the store in a plain paper envelope with no return address. The unclaimed package. In 1976, A battered envelope showed up, postmarked Reno. Inside, a cracked platinum wedding ring set with a 2-carat emerald-cut diamond. A note typed on motel stationery read, "Bought this in 1929. Couldn't afford to keep her. Can't afford to bury her. It's yours now." No name, no return address. Tiffany's gemologists graded the stone VVS1, D color, top of the chart. Rather than flip it, the company logged it as the Reno gift, stashed it in the vault's anonymous items wing, and funds a scholarship for female geology students every year on the stone's appraisal anniversary. Value today? About $200,000 for the diamond, immeasurable for the story. The ring sits in a tiny cotton box, proof that sometimes emotion outshines the balance sheet. The numbers no one signs. Insurers estimate the vault's contents between $2.40 and $3.1 billion. But Tiffany files no single public inventory. The spread exists because certain pieces, like the Tiffany diamond, are literally stamped NFS, not for sale, and therefore dodge market comps. Annual security tab, $12 million, including biometric doors that read pulse rate to foil hostage handprints. The vault's concrete walls absorb vibration, so nearby subway work can't jostle stones loose. Humidity stays at 42%, perfect for diamonds, murder on paper labels. Curators rotate stock every 6 months, so even staff never see everything. The result is a living museum that analysts say pumps out $500 million in marketing value per year, all while staying closed to the public. From a broke 25-year-old who hated haggling to a global shorthand for celebration, Tiffany built an empire by realizing people don't buy gems, they buy stories frozen in time. Behind one steel door, sunlight sleeps inside 128 carats of yellow diamond. Beside it, an 80-carat oval waits for a World's Fair that ended decades ago. Silver forks once taught America table manners, while a single rejected ring now sends women to geology labs across the country. Collectively, these treasures are worth billions, yet their real value is what they make us feel. Promise, wonder, maybe even tomorrow. The vault stays locked, the stories keep growing, and the light inside those stones will outlast every currency we know. So next time you pass a little blue box, remember, behind that shade of paint, a diamond the size of a walnut is quietly telling history, "I'm still here."